Well, howdy, folks. Welcome to a new Divide et Impera series. It's been a while. Big difference for this one is going to be I have my camera on. Ooh, spooky. Uh, I went ahead and I put like a little border down at the bottom right that I took from the game so it's not crazy and like in the way. Because personally, I don't like it when the camera's super in the way, but you know, Divide et Impera and Rome 2 in general is sort of a slow-paced game, and I thought maybe some people might be more interested if they could see me think or furrow my brow in frustration as the game pisses me off, which it will, because it's Rome 2. Only so much Divide et Impera can do. As far as mods for this run, it's pretty light for myself. It's just Divide et Impera, some fix packs that bring the mod up to date that I'm running. I have a release, ahead of time that I have from the creators. Let's see, I think I have Better Water HD and Arcade graphical removal. I think that's it. Pretty sure that's it. I'm also running Reshade. And I'll show you my settings here so you can just see all the technical goodness real quick. You guys can pause the video if you want to look at that. It's a very small difference. Here's the difference. There's the difference. It's not a big difference. It's just slightly colder and the colors are a little deeper to me. A little bit of a desaturated effect for realism. So, Grand Campaign, we're gonna go slightly outside my comfort zone, but not too far out of my comfort zone. We're gonna go for the Ardiaei pirate faction. They recently got some big updates to their roster. Some changes to how their faction works over here. They have more recruitment slots for ports and increased income from raiding, but less income from agriculture, which sucks because you have to do agriculture to play the game. You just have to. From what I understand, let's go to their roster here. If you can see here, they have some updated hoplites, cav, some updated sword units, just tons of way more versatility than they used to have. From what I understand, they're sort of a combination of a Greek faction and like a barb, sword, and board Mediterranean faction, which makes sense to me. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Nothing super important here. Is there anything I want to... Yeah, battle time. Let's turn that crap off. Oh, here's my graphic settings. This is about what I'm running the game at for recording, to avoid crazy encoding overloads. They're going to happen anyway, but, what can you do? It's just the game. It's just the way the game runs. Boom. And you guys get to sit through the loading screen with me this time. How's the family? How are you feeling today? I hope you're having a fantastic week. Been a long one for me. I've been murdered by work, to the point where basically my recording sessions are just, I do like a 6-hour recording session, just upload that throughout the week because I can't come back and do this every night anymore. I'm trying to change that though, so I don't have an early heart attack, y'all, because man, I keep finding like gray hairs in my beard and stuff like that. 24 shouldn't be happening yet, but it is. Oh well. Looking forward to this campaign though. I pretty much stick to Greeks, Macedonians, and Romans, successor kingdoms and such. It's a bit of a good start though, because we're not going to be so surrounded like some other factions are, and we're not going to have multiple cities, which starting with multiple cities or multiple provinces is more powerful in the sense that you have more resources, but it's a lot harder to manage early game, because you're building up from scratch there. All right, let me shut up.
And it is by sea that your power will spread. You have prospered by exacting tolls from the vessels of others, but this has earned you enemies. The Dalmatae to the north are hostile to your raids upon their shipping. Should your struggle with them erupt into war, you may find an ally in the Daursi, who are no allies of the Dalmatae.
Nope.
Across the sea lies Rome and the Etruscan League. They will not stand by whilst your influence in the Adriatic grows unchecked, so prepare for war. To the south, the archaic powers in Greece squabble relentlessly with one another. In time, your power will eclipse them all. The sea will lend the Ardiaei access to every corner of the world. All shall know your power.
Cool beans. Yeah, so they're talking about allying with the Deorsi potentially. Nope, not happening. So first off, let's go with the standard way I like to run through all of my campaigns, run through all the information I have. First off, we start with diplomacy. Let's take a look. Who likes us the best? I go from right to left through all of my menus. That's the easiest way to get stuck into the game. No one really cares for us a lot. The Deorsi are up there. We don't want to immediately ally with Epirus because I am terrified of Rome. Rome is going to attack us no matter what I do. I've checked. I can get a non-aggression pact with them for about like 6,000 gold. But I don't think that squares, logically, because Rome's just going to do what it wants to do, no matter what I do. Once they take Apollonia from Epirus, and they will, they're coming for whoever the fuck they want. The Tripoli, I think, will trade with me.
A flapping tongue that speaks without wisdom.
For a bit. Let's see if we can get them to trade.
Will find a home somewhere, but not with us.
Good little trick here. If you don't want to spend a full like 2,000, you can just hit demand payment and increase your demand amount, and then switch over to offer, and you'll offer them the demand amount instead. No, I don't want an NAP.
The modest gift of coin would have my people see you in a new light.
1,500? 1,500. Saved us 500 bucks. All right, DRC, I'm not going to trade with you. Dalmatia, I'm not going to trade with you. Macedon should trade.
And speak as you wish, without fear of consequence or danger.
Nice. We're going to get a good profit here. 1,500 seems fair.
Excellent.
Is there anyone else I want to trade with? I'd love to trade with Rome, but
Be welcome. I listen and speak for them in our dealings today.
yeah, no. Not happening. Okay. Now we've done that, let's take a look at tech. I pretty much always go for this first. 4+ sanitation in all regions. Essentially prevents your armies from getting diseased. There's still a random chance of plague. That can happen no matter what you do. But from what I understand, this 0 sanitation, this 0% outbreak risk is a fucking lie, and you need a positive sanitation to not get diseases constantly. And we'll probably get disease before we even finish building our army, because that's the way the game goes. Once we run through this, which is going to take 4, 8, 12 turns, no, 14 turns to get here, which sucks. I don't know. I'm not used to these military trees. I don't know. Probably down. Oh, I think we can get a champion already. Our champions are female. You look cool.
You looking at me?
Andena, I am looking at you. Thanks for asking. Cool. An early champion is great. Train our armies up, get that experience. And let's take a look at the treasury now. We got a -3 happiness. So increasing taxes probably isn't going to happen.
We cannot do that.
May even want to lower taxes. Let's come back to that. Objectives don't matter. Let's take a look at faction now. Nothing about records. Characters. Well, we have our faction leader here. He is a strong bearded man. 25%, 19%, 20%. Council of Chieftains is the lowest influential tribe we have here to deal with, so we will recruit from them if we must. Also, we have some loyalty problems. We have some bad loyalty problems. Okay. Let's get married. We've been married to Medina. Medina? She's clever. Giving us some cunning, giving us some loyalty, and a chance of kids is good. And her husband is gifted, so she has zeal. I bet that we can recruit her as a general. No. Ardiaei don't recruit female generals. Unfortunate. It's such a nice advantage to be able to recruit your wives because it gives you an early chance to get another member general instead of giving influence to one of these other factions. Let's take a look at politics. We start off respected, which is good. Fairly even balance of power. Now, why are you guys already pissed? Thirst for power. And unfortunately, this is the weak one, too. It's the weak one that's the most pissed. This is the faction leader. This is the leader of the opposition here that has the thirst for power trait. So does this one. They both have a thirst for power. Boo. Boo. Agriculturalist, huh? Extra loyalty for food surplus. That's why you're not horribly pissed. And you're a diplomat. More than 100 positive relations. -1 for having less than 1. Excuse me. We're gonna have rebellions. Unless I kill this guy. You're from the chieftains? It might be wise for me to get this guy killed. Because -100 relations, that's every faction I'm going to be at war with. Every time I go to war, I'm going to have -100. So he's going to get even more pissed. As soon as I'm out of protection from the civil wars, I'm going to get civil wars because of him. As far as our summary, our leader is average, which is why I just moved him out of the town because I loaded this and tested it up earlier. So he's giving us just 1+1 public order. It's not worth it to have him garrisoned in the town. Really, he's not a worthwhile faction leader. He's just going to be a battle dude. Respected by the tribe. Yeah. Tribal Confederation is our government. That's causing our loyalty problems. It's giving us plus public order from our settlements and extra trade income, which is great. And a -10 upkeep cost is delicious. And this is sort of a compromise. It gets rid of some of that loyalty issue, but increases our upkeep by quite a bit. It gives us more taxes, but it's just not worth the 10,000 gold cost right now. So not a whole lot we can do here right now, but we definitely need to be aware of this threat at home, which will grow once we're out of the Civil War protection. Okay. As far as getting a building here, I don't know. Let's see. So we have a few recruitment options here. We have some basic little spearmen levies. We have some really light pirates. We have some coastal levies. These are axes, so they have decent attack for what they are. Then we have these Illyrian Swordsmen. These are decently high quality. Speed of 3, low armor, good attack though. Really high weapon damage. At 62. These guys can cut people apart, but they probably won't last too long. And then we have a better compromise with higher armor but lower speed. But better melee defense though. And same weapon damage. So these are good flankers, but these are good mainline infantry by far. Now, if these guys actually have these round shields, their shields might not be as good. They might not be as good at dealing with missile fire. It depends. I'm not really sure what the difference in the shields are, technically speaking. Okay. So we have, like, enough to get an okay army as is. And we can also just recruit some horses here. It's not a big deal. We don't have to upgrade barracks, I don't think. We will go ahead and expand anyway. Just let's take a look at what we have. We can get more copper. We could get sanitation up in 4 turns with a religious building. No public order from that, though. We could get 2 public order, and that would deal with our public order problems. However, it is winter, so we're looking at a -3 public order debuff. So I don't know if that's really worth worrying about. I think our public order is fine overall. We could get agriculture here. Start that up. How much food do we have right now? 5? That's only -2. But once we capture Delminium, we may have problems with that. So I think probably getting food is a good way to go. However, here is our level 1 barracks thing. We could get archers. We could get higher quality infantry. Although some of this may be locked behind reforms that I don't know about. Like Theropoi are probably locked. Theropoi. They're probably locked behind reforms that I don't have access to yet. And looks like I could get some cav like this through the cavalry barracks. Just doesn't seem like the biggest priority to me. Now, Illyrian Hippeus, on the other hand, those are lancers. They're medium, but they're lancers. Okay. Now, upgrading my main chain, however, gives me access to some hoplites, which have great armor and really good melee defense. And some axemen, which are, they seem alright. They give me access to the Dardanians as well. Low armor, though. Several good units coming from this chain. So I think it makes the most sense to go ahead and upgrade this and get ourselves some farms. We have a fleet here as well. I don't really see a use for it right now. I'm going to go ahead and delete those because we're going to go inland first. And we're actually going to send this out. So let's go have a chat with like Carthage and their client states. Looks like our spy starts right here. How well defended is Delminium? 12. They have an Illyrian hoplite guard. That sucks. Hoplites are hard to take down. We have our own hoplites, in fairness. So here's the army composition I'm thinking. Let's go with like 5, 5, 5, 3. We're gonna basically do a Roman triple line on them. Spears in the back, these guys in the front to just get utterly train wrecked, and heavies behind those to do the bloody work at the end. Should be fine. Seems like a functional idea, and we should have enough money to go ahead and maintain the army building there. Yep. I think that's going to be our first turn. I don't think there's much else we need to worry about. Are there any events that I missed that are important? Tons of character personality reports. Yeah, whatever. Population system. Woo. 278 BC. Woo. Our household expands. Woo. Cool. Let's end the turn. And we'll see how things shake out. So we'll see. It's interesting. We don't know how long it'll take Delminium to build up forces. They have a bigger city than us starting out. You know, we're the minor settlement. They're the major settlement. They can probably out-recruit us, but we do get extra income from raiding. So even if they, you know, make an army, there's an argument for me to just go to their territory, start raiding, and coax them out, or let them, you know, start recruiting another half army and then do a night battle on it. Yeah, concealed agent found. No one cares. The Dalmatian and Tribili are at war. Deorsi and Dalmatia are at war. Yep. So Illyria has exploded. Fantastic. It's going to be 8 turns before we're done with all this crap. Let's get our training going. All right. Try to start moving through these turns fairly quickly. That's Syracuse encountered. Do you guys want trade? Do you guys want copper?
Speak as you wish, without fear of consequence or danger.
Oh, you guys really want the copper. Here you go. You may have the copper.
On these terms in the short...
Almost an extra 100 per turn. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm recruiting my cheapest units first, or close to my cheapest units first, to reduce my costs. But I do want this infantry a little faster than I care about slingers, so whatever. How you doing, Lady Pants? Wait, her name's Agron? No, that's the general. She's Adena. Alright, another turn in the books. Mostly all we're going to be doing here is just discovering factions, getting trade, your basic stuff. Trade with the Ptolemies would be nice.
Your potions and charms had novelty, but it has faded. Therefore, keep your merchants out of our lands.
This fucking game. They're like, we got copper for 1 turn, we built our level 3 barracks, you're fucked. This fucking game. I hate it when they do that. But, you know, at least we made them pay 1,500 for it, so we didn't lose anything. They just wasted their time and money on us. I'm fine with that. Yeah. Our relationship really hasn't deteriorated. You're just stupid. Alright, this should discover Carthage. And let's move down and discover like their client states, which are in here, Numidia and such. And we'll basically head all the way to Egypt. By the way, the reason I can do this, for those not familiar, is because if you just have an admiralship, he does not require supplies. He can just sail by himself. It's great.
What do you wish to discuss?
Yeah, the big boys don't want to play with me. They don't care. They look upon me and they're like, ha, peasant. Our buildings should be finishing in a few turns here. We're burning through them quickly. The Dalmatidae are beginning their ascent to greatness. It's certainly concerning. Well, Nisos over here, the Tripoli and Dalmatidae and Ieder, they're all at war with each other, or at least these two are at war with Dominium here. So there's a good chance they'll slap their army somewhere else and give me a shot at them. Good, solid chance. Spy leveled up. Cool. Get Zeal and get Cunning. Quartermaster report, got my pirates. Alliance between... That's illegal. You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that, Rome, Carthage, what the fuck? Stop, criminal scum. Okay, sure. So now they both love each other.
I welcome you, Onda.
Too bad I can't trade. This is a great time to do alliances with them. Fucking RN Jesus. No factions discovered, huh? Carthage owns this too, then. Whoops. Maybe I should have gone left. West. Left, west. What's the difference?
Ready for battle.
What they got here? Slave slingers. Mercenary hoplites. Okay. I doubt they'll recruit anything particularly stunning. Champion leveled up, I believe. Just got the slow arms race of factions that cannot recruit more than 2 units per turn. Sad. Rome starts out with such a huge advantage, being able to recruit like 5-6 units at every single turn. Amazing. Of course, Rome starts out in a nasty position of being attacked from 2 sides, but you can crush the Etruscans real fast. Okay. Got our first tech there. That should give us access to a diplomat. I wasn't even paying attention to what her skill was, but she has like the best skill. Extra melee attack, the upkeep is standard, and experience. This is like the best skill. War Master. Get me that campaign movement, and I usually don't care about these trees. Let me double check though. That's actually pretty good. It's cunning based, that's weird. Extra experience gained by the general of the parent army. No, Yeah, we're gonna go down the zeal tree and then the partisan tree, I guess. Not a big deal. Household expands. Medina has an honest man for authority. Fantastic. Alright, enclosed land is done. We have some serious public order things going on. What? Events. I'm sorry? Just harsh winter. Sad. Got some years in history. Samnites defeat the Romans on the Cranada Hills. The Romans capture croutons. They mastered the salads. Let's get ourselves our food now. Plenty of cash. Plenty of money. Oh my god, you guys own everything. I thought I would run into the Numidians on the coast somewhere, but I guess they're more inland, huh? Guess I'm stupid. End the turn. Nothing to do. Also, I have an eyelash, like, falling into my eye, and it's driving me nuts. There we go. You know, if I could use my eyes, that would be cool. Look. Look with your special eyes. My brand.
Will you agree to trade? We have much your people might enjoy, and your...
I'm not paying you for it, you treacherous sons of bitches. They say they're reliable, yet they end trade agreements after one turn. Is there a reliability penalty for just ending an agreement like that immediately after you sign it? I could always check. I don't think so, though. Like, unless it's like a non-aggression pact, I guess. Yeah, concealed agent. Right as I'm recruiting my powerful units. I'm not wasting my my second-class soldiers on that, so we'll just keep recruiting these. Dumb. Etruria. That's the Etruscans. Probably don't want to trade with them. I see. Carthage hates me because of Syracuse. Fantastic.
Rome offers you honest.
Rome offers me jack's shit. Okay. Moving on. Ah, Cyrene.
For the sake of friendship that is...
Yeah, you guys want copper. You know it. I got Sparta and the Aetolian League, too. Doubt I can trade with them.
Enter, friend.
Didn't think so. Nope, can't trade with them. I can trade with Athens, though. And Knossos. I'll probably head here to get the Ptolemies, then boop back up to there. Does Macedon not want to trade with me? Oh, they are trading with me. I'm glad you're here to listen, buddy. You're here if I need to talk. I get it. Okay. Another turn in the books. It's also possible if we have enough income that we might be able to build like a second force to support our first. I'm thinking no. I think we'll basically break even once we're done with our first army because of the high quality units I put in there. The 5 high quality units. I think they'll cost about $1,000-ish. 800 maybe. You think I want to do math? I don't want to do math. I'm busy. That's what my advisors are for. Etruria and Epiros are not allied. Something. The Aetolian nobles have risen. I don't know if that means that they actually took over Aetolia. The Aetolian League. Does that mean they actually destroyed them? Yep. Okay. The Romans satrapied the Etruscans. Fascinating. That's actually worse. That means that they'll have extra armies. Don't love that. Alright, and our village has finally been upgraded. I didn't realize it would take that long. Still got -4 happiness. I thought my people would be a little happier than this. I can afford to reduce taxes a bit. We're making plenty of cash. Alright. Gotta bite the bullet on these now. Yeah. We have our hoplites now, too. And our Illyrian Thrace spears. We're just gonna stick with what we have. So these will cost us... We can get a few extra units if we want. Yeah. Alright. No big deal. No big deal. How long is this gone? About half an hour. Okay. I'll close it off in a second after this turn, probably.
In Pharaoh's name, strength. Egyptians do not
In Pharaoh's name, give me money.
and their goods. So speaks Pharaoh. Trade is beneath the notice of Pharaoh, the all-wise and all-seeing, particularly...
Ha!
I, the humble servant of divine Pharaoh, the shield of Egypt.
They have so many goods.
For this agreement.
They have glassware, grain, purple dye, salt, fish, and iron. How about that? How about that? Let's head up this way. We'll get Pergamon, Galatians, Athens, Knossos. See how we land after that. Taurus not down yet, but of course they just took the Etruscans.
Ready for battle.
Okay, so it looks like in about 3 turns we'll probably be ready to at least start raiding these idiots, and we'll see where we land after that. So, see you next time, folks. Signing off. Later.